What's up, folks? This is Gray here, and today we're going to look at a company called Obuy. Now, a lot of you folks are familiar with the Olight manufacturing company, where I do a lot of flashlight reviews and stuff like that. Well, this is kind of like a sister company. And what's different about the from Olight to Obuy is like they're kind of intermingled, right? But they do a lot of stuff like, from what I'm looking at their website, camping and hiking gear, kitchen utensils, everyday carry, and stuff like that. So I'll show you on the screen here. You can kind of see where I'm scrolling through this. Some of the stuff that they have. Click the link down below. You can kind of see if anything interests you and stuff like that. But anyways, so what they have done is they have sent me this fixed blade knife called the Fortitude. They wanted me to kind of unbox it and take a look at it and get my thoughts on it and share it with my viewers. So I said, why not? And I've been playing with it for a little bit and kind of looking at it. And, honestly, I'm more impressed than I thought I was going to be, because I've had some of the O knives in the past that I've done reviews on, and they're quite sharp. They're functional. I carry one of them right now as my everyday carry. So I said, let's take a look at one of their fixed blade knives. So we're gonna kind of zoom up on this, look at the blade, look at the scales, and kind of go over the knife itself. And then maybe down the road we'll actually put this to some sort of more use out in the wilderness and whatnot. As a summer, when I'm gonna take it out with me and kind of maybe abuse it a little bit and see how far I can take the knife. But I figured I'd give you guys a first look. And the reason I figured I would do it now is because over on the Obuy site, and I think Olight's doing it too, but anyways, we're focusing on the Obuy. They're having a St. Patty's Day sale there, and I think it's like 50% off products. And they've given me a link down there, and I'll have everything down in the description for you to save some money and stuff like that if you ever decide to choose any of their products, like the Fortitude, or maybe their alcohol stove, or a tent, or some hiking poles, or whatnot, some sort of EDC gear or gadgets. That'll be down for you below, and I'll add them to my affiliate link list and whatnot, so that you guys can always refer back to that. So let's take a look at what this whole system entails. So far, I'm liking the belt clip. It's really reminiscent of a lot of other belt clips that I've seen in the market on knives, and they're either very simple to use, but we'll kind of come back to that and whatnot. It is a kind of like a friction fit in here. As you can see that knife is in there. Usually with that kind of situation, you're going to put your thumb here, away from the blade, of course. You're going to push on that to unlock the knife. Now, I do like the color of the knife and the scales of the knife itself. They look very nice. Everybody likes different types of scales. These are what they call G10 scales. If a lot of you folks who maybe have a Civivi knife or some other knives that use the G10, besides the type of material that they use, and you can tell this is a full tang knife, basically from the butt of the knife all the way to the tip of the knife. You can see that's a full tang there, and I don't know the exact specifications, but I'm going to say that's probably maybe an eighth of an inch thickness on that spine. Now it is a 90-degree spine right here, so if you were going to try to use this for, let's say fire starting or whatnot with your ferrocerium rod, you could do that. It feels good in the hand right there. It does have a pretty solid blade on there, and I'm almost positive, yeah, the steel is going to be a D2. For you folks that are out there that are knife nerds that like to know the steel of all your knives, this is a D2 blade. It does have a coating on there for protection, and D2 is kind of, it's kind of like a mid-level steel or whatnot. It has good edge retention on there, and also it's easy to sharpen. So it's like, it's kind of like that all-around steel and whatnot, nothing too crazy and whatnot. But I like the length of it and the feel of it. And I'm trying to get a nice up close up there. You can kind of see how the handles are put together. I think those are what, star bits or something like that on both sides. Yeah. And you can kind of see how that looks there on there. And of course, like I said, you have that. Some people may attach some paracord to this. Some people may, like I said, you use it for a glass breaker. It's not like the pivoted glass breaker where you see all that stuff like that. But all in all, I like the way it feels, even the jimping and whatnot. Feels good in the hand. But we would definitely have to do some testing on this blade out in the wilderness, basically maybe some feathers, some wood, maybe even try to chop a few things like that, start a fire to kind of put it to its test. So let's kind of put that down there for now and kind of look at this belt clip you get with it. And like I said, honestly, this is very, reminiscent of a lot of the other belt clips a lot of different knives come with. And basically, all you're going to do is your belt's going to fit through here. You can pop this open right here. That's going to release this. And you're going to clamp your belt into this channel right here. Pop that in, and then you're going to just kind of snap that onto your belt. And it clips in there nice and tight. And a relatively, to unlatch, you're just going to push that back again, and it pops open. All in all, and then, like I said, I think this is pretty good. I like the way that it has that lock. It's in there pretty tight. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall. I'm going to try to shake that out a little bit. You really got to apply pressure to pull this out, basically. And you can hear it click in there. So, locks into place. And usually if it's on your belt, you're going to push from here, and you're going to remove that knife. One thing I forgot to mention, because a lot of people will ask, is the blade length. And it's about 4¼ inches long. A lot of people will tell you when it comes to, outdoor survival knives, that 4-inch mark is a pretty solid mark for just like an everyday kind of carry survival knife. And like I said, it has good weight to it. I think this comes in about 11 ounces weight-wise. So you get, like I said, about 4, and I think it's actually 4.27, but it's like 4¼ inches in length for the blade itself from here to here, from this area to the tip. Last but not least, the entire length of the knife from the butt to the tip, you're looking at about a total of 9 inches. I think it's like 899, but about 9 inches in total length. Let me know, and that's what it always is I'm curious what you guys think of a knife like this. Is this something that you would carry, that would be interesting in you? Do you want to see, like, what it can do outside of just kind of going over the specifications of the knife? And let me know down in the comments, please. Alright, so that's kind of like a brief overview of the Oknife Fortitude full tang knife and their EDC series. Like I said, we definitely need to do some more testing and whatnot, and kind of see what it can do out in the wilderness. And again, I guess I'm going to be a little bit repetitive in here, but I'm really curious to what your thoughts are on the knife itself, and also how the company Obuy. And what I mean by that is because a lot of you folks, like myself, like Olight, and where they're going with this secondary company with the camping gear and the EDC gear and whatnot like that. I'm hoping to do a little bit more stuff and review some more of their products on the Obuy site, because they got some interesting things like wood stoves and alcohol stoves, gas stoves, tents, and all kinds of little knickknacks and gadgets for survival and camping and whatnot. So we'll see where it goes, folks. Again, love to hear your feedback. If you got any enjoyment out of this video, hit the thumbs up button. Other than that, this is GreyMan. Remember, you are not alone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in a rebound. God bless.